Hey guys, it's Brooke, the Holistic Housewife. I decided to do a video blog because I thought it would switch things up a little bit, be unique for what I do, and sometimes I know I tend to write really long blogs, so I thought it would be easy to sit here and chit chat with you and for you to get to know me on a more personal level. Today I want to talk to you guys about stress. With school starting, trying to find a new schedule for the baby who's going to be 2 next week. Things have been a little rough. As some of you know, I love my schedules, and the baby normally naps when I'm supposed to pick my son up from school now. So we had to figure out a whole new schedule for her, and I was really kind of worried about that because if she does not nap during the day, she does not sleep through the night, and mommy goes crazy. So that was stressing me out a little bit. But what's really been stressing me out a lot lately is I have a nuisance neighbor, and if any of you can relate, you know that this is just super, super uncomfortable, and there's not much legally that you can do about it. A couple weeks ago, I think it was my husband's birthday, so it was about a month ago. I'm sitting at home, thank God I was home, and my neighbor decides to start trimming my hedge. Now, we live in an association neighborhood where we have a homeowners association. They're not super strict or anything, they're pretty laid back. But we have nicely landscaped our backyard so we don't have to deal with her because she's gone cuckoo a couple of times. So long story short, she decided to start cutting our hedge. She freaked out on me. I had to call the cops. She threatened to kill me. Yeah, kind of sounds like we live in a bad neighborhood, but we really don't, I promise. She's just off her rocker. You know, she's an older woman. She lives by herself. I feel really bad for her, but when people are like that, you just don't want to help them because they're so nasty. So, long story short, this has just been an ongoing thing. She'll take a couple months off from being cuckoo crazy, and then she'll just let loose on you, and then she'll go into hiding. So it's been a back and forth battle for about the 5 years, almost 6 years, I think, that we've lived here. So we've had our house on the market. It recently came off earlier, before the summer. And we just haven't had any luck selling. We want property. I want my own chickens and my own garden, you know, being holistic and everything. So, but we did have an issue last night where she dumped a bunch of coconut and garbage used stuff onto our side of the mailbox because we have a mailbox and her mailbox is here and our mailbox is here and there's a post. So we share a mail area. And she deliberately did this. I mean, the woman's not stupid. So I wasn't going to argue with her. I was talking to another neighbor that was outside across the street, and I told my husband that she had did this. I figured, you know what, he can deal with it. By the way, I'm in my living room because my daughter is sleeping and I don't want to wake her up. So if you're wondering why is she sitting on the ground in front of a sofa, that's where I am. It's the quietest place. She can't hear me at all, so we're safe. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So my husband went over and removed them from our side. Well, she's got cameras because we have cameras on around our house. And she came out, or actually I think she was sitting on her front porch, and she came out and started screaming and throwing the coconuts. And my one neighbor was like, she's mashugana, which is Yiddish for crazy. And I'm like, yeah, she's certifiably crazy. So she starts screaming and yelling and all this stuff, and I was just like, oh, I can't handle this anymore. This whole situation has just stressed me out so much, and I ended up having a little bit of a panic attack, or not really a panic attack. It was more so of an anxiety attack this morning where I felt super overwhelmed, and I just wanted to curl into a ball. You know, I used my breathing techniques that I've learned over the years and my positive affirmations, but sometimes the self-talk makes you feel like you're going even more crazy because you're like, why am I talking to myself? I have this inner dialogue. I must be going nuts. Not the case. You're doing exactly what you should be doing, but sometimes it can make you feel crazy. So I don't know why I didn't jump on this to begin with, but I ended up using some of my oils, obviously, and these rescue pearls that Bach makes. I got them from Whole Foods. You know, being a mom, like I said, can be super overwhelming, and today my son doesn't have school, so I was trying to go upstairs and see what my neighbor was doing, because what had ended up happening was she ended up this morning taking the coconuts from the mailbox and throwing them back into my yard. And it's just like, I can't say anything because the only thing that's going to happen is an argument, and I just don't want that, especially when I'm home by myself. And when she's threatened to kill me, the logical response is just to sit back and do nothing. So I applied my Stress Away, which I don't know if you can see that. Ooh. This is my first time doing a video blog, so excuse me if this is a little bit loopy. I love this stuff. It comes in the premium starter kit, which is awesome. It comes in a 5 milliliter bottle, and it's actually a little bonus oil that you get. But I like the roller. I actually diffuse the 5 milliliter bottle. I love that for diffusing. But the new kits now come with the empty roller bottle, so you can mix this yourself, and it comes with the roller filaments. And what I do, I find relief when you can put it on your wrists, the insides of your thighs, your temples, but I like to do it right behind my ears. It smells great. It's got lavender, vanilla, lime, copaiba, which is an enhancer oil, which enhances all the medicinal properties of the oil. I love this. I usually wear this every day, but sometimes I forget. Like lately, I haven't been putting it on, and it literally calmed me down within minutes. And then another thing that I used, which I just found these. They're, like I said, they're the Bach Rescue Pearls, and it's all natural, holistic, non-habit forming, alcohol-free. And I got this at Whole Foods. I'm sure you can find them on Amazon. But this is what they look like. Now, they make a little tin that's about that big, and it's the same color, got the same logo and everything, and they're gummies. But the gummies are super, super hard, and they hurt my jaw. I don't know if I have TMJ or what, but they kill my jaw. I don't know if you're supposed to chew them. You're probably supposed to suck on them, but I'm impatient, and I didn't do that when I used them. But these things are pretty cool. If you don't like little things like, the little fish eggs on the outside of sushi, if you don't like those, I wouldn't recommend these because they are kind of squishy. They pop inside your mouth. I kind of like it. So what you do is it just takes one, and they're super tiny. Oops, I dropped it. So organized. And they are really tiny. Pop it in your mouth. You can let it disintegrate. Again, I'm impatient. I just sit there. I pop it. It pops. It tastes very kind of citrusy. There is coconut oil. The outer casing is gelatin. There's 2 of these in here. It's got grapeseed oil, natural orange flavor, natural vanilla flavor, and some holistic stuff in there to help calm you down. So this worked really well for me. I really like this. Another thing that you can do is use your lavender oil if you don't have the Stress Away, but I really enjoy this Stress Away. It's lovely, and I've gotten a lot of compliments that, oh, you smell good, because normally like my mom will come over and she'll be like, you smell like your oils, you smell like a witch doctor. So I'm very conscious of what I put on my body. Sometimes the oils do smell, but this doesn't. Like I said, it's got vanilla, cedar wood, which is actually good. It helps stimulate melatonin. It's not going to make you drowsy or fall asleep. Orange, or no, there's not orange in this. It's copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, lavender, osatea, and that's it. So this is what I use for stress, along with my deep breaths. Any of you that deal with anxiety or panic disorder, I know how difficult it can be, but just know that you're not alone, and there are definitely natural remedies. I'll get into that another time about my panic attack. I did have a panic attack a few years ago that led me into the hospital, and I literally thought I was losing my mind, going crazy, had all these negative thoughts, and it was probably the darkest moment of my life. I don't like to talk about it because what it does for me is it allows me to ruminate over those thoughts, which I don't like to do. But I've decided that I'm going to do a blog about it because I feel like I can help so many people. And you know what? No one's perfect, and that's fine. I find that people with anxiety are the people that are caring and loving, and people that are super smart, because we overthink things. That's what we do. So with that, yay for my first video blog. Leave some love. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to comment on the video, or you can email me at holistichousewifethe1@gmail.com. And be sure to click the contacts page. You can email me through there and join our newsletter. It's all fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.